6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Deputy Prime Minister will lead the Pakistan delegation at the United Nations Security Council meeting being held in New York today on the Palestine question. A meeting of the Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee is underway in Peshawar for the sighting of Ramzanul Mubarak moon. The federal government has announced uninterrupted electricity and gas supply during Sahar and Iftar timings across the country during Ramzan. The Counter-terrorism Department has killed 14 terrorists belonging to Fitna al-Hindustan in 2 separate operations in Balochistan. The Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan says initiatives of Danish schools, laptop schemes and Sehat cards have been expanded to Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan. Pakistan qualified for the Super 8 stage of the ICC T20 World Cup, beating Namibia by 102 runs in Colombo today. And now the news in detail. The Deputy Prime Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar will lead the Pakistan delegation at the United Nations Security Council meeting on the situation in Palestine in New York today. The meeting will be chaired by the United Kingdom Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper MP in her capacity as the President of the 15-member Council for the month of February. During the meeting, the Deputy Prime Minister will reaffirm Pakistan's principled and consistent position on Palestine. He will reiterate Pakistan's strong opposition to Israel's recent illegal decisions of expanding its control over the West Bank. The Deputy Prime Minister will also hold bilateral meetings with his counterparts to discuss matters of mutual concern. The meeting of the Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee is underway in Peshawar for the sighting of Ramzanul Mubarak 1447 Hijri moon. The chairman of the committee, Maulana Abdul Khabir Azad, is presiding the meeting. Zonal and district Ruwat-e-Hilal committees are also meeting at their respective headquarters. The government has announced uninterrupted electricity and gas supply during Sahar and Iftar timings across the country during the holy month of Ramzanul Mubarak. The announcement was made by the Minister for Power, Sardar Awais Ahmed Khan Laghari, and the Minister for Petroleum, Ali Parvez Malik, at a news conference in Islamabad today. Awais Ahmed Khan Laghari said the Power Division and the Petroleum Division have finalized arrangements to ensure that no power and gas outage occur during Sehri and Iftar timings. He advised the consumers to lodge complaints on the helpline number 118 in case of any difficulty regarding electricity supply. In his remarks, the Minister for Petroleum, Ali Parvez Malik, said the government has made full arrangements in consultation with gas pipeline companies to ensure gas supply at maximum pressure during 3 in the wee hours to 10 in the night. He said dedicated monitoring control rooms have been established at the head offices of both gas companies, while regional offices have also been directed to ensure strict monitoring. Ali Parvez Malik said consumers can lodge their complaints on the helpline number 1199 in case of any issue regarding the gas supply. The Counter-terrorism Department Balochistan have killed 14 terrorists belonging to the Indian proxy Fitna al-Hindustan during 2 separate intelligence-based operations in Quetta and Barkhan districts. According to spokesperson of the Counter-terrorism Department, 8 terrorists were killed in the Raksha area near Quetta, while 6 terrorists were eliminated in Barkhan. A huge cache of arms and ammunition was also recovered from their possession. 3 CTD personnel were also injured during the operations. President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif have commended the Counter-terrorism Department Balochistan for carrying out successful operations against the terrorists in Quetta and Barkhan. In their separate statements, they said the Counter-terrorism Department Balochistan is playing a significant role in safeguarding the homeland against terrorism. They also prayed for the speedy recovery of the CTD officials who were injured during exchange of fire. Pakistan and Portugal have agreed to further strengthening bilateral relations. The understanding was reached during a meeting between the Minister for Law and Justice Azam Nazir Tharer and Portugal's High Commissioner to Pakistan Manuel Federico Pinheiro da Silva in Islamabad today. During the meeting, they discussed enhancing cooperation in justice, judicial training and reform fields. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. The Minister of Planning and Development, Ahsan Iqbal, has stressed the importance of strengthening collaboration between Pakistan and Bangladesh in the field of education. Speaking at an event in North-South University in Dhaka today, he highlighted the need for both the nations to share research platforms, jointly develop digital skills initiatives, connect startup ecosystem, and integrate the supply chain. The Minister for Religious Affairs and Interfaith Harmony, Sardar Mohammad Yusuf, says the government will ensure provision of uniform and quality food, accommodation and transportation facilities to the pilgrims. He was addressing the certificates distribution ceremony held in Islamabad today on the completion of the first phase of 10 days training for Khuddamul Hajjaj. The minister said trained Khuddamul Hajjaj are ready to serve Pakistani pilgrims, maintain discipline strictly in accordance with the Saudi regulations, and tackle potential challenges. He said serving guests of the Allah Almighty is not merely a duty but a great honor and achievement. He said the number of female staff has been increased from 45 to 85 for Hajj to assist women pilgrims. The Minister for Kashmir Affairs and Gilgit-Baltistan, Engineer Amir Maqam, says resolving issues of the people of Azad Jammu and Kashmir is among the top priorities of the federal government. He was addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, along with the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, Tariq Fazal Chaudhry. Amir Maqam said initiatives such as Danish schools, laptop schemes and Sehat cards have been expanded to Azad Jammu and Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan and the federal capital Islamabad. Engineer Amir Maqam said a total of 37 demands were presented by the Awami Action Committee, out of which 17 have been fully addressed and implemented, while the work on the remaining demands is being carried out on priority basis. He said one of the key demands of the Awami Action Committee was to limit the cabinet to 20 members, which has been agreed upon and implemented. Former President of Azad Jammu and Kashmir and former Ambassador Sardar Masood Khan has urged the youth to counter false Indian narratives through credible digital engagement and responsible advocacy. He was addressing a ceremony titled Kashmir at the Crossroads at the National Defence University in Islamabad. The former president Azad Jammu and Kashmir said the people of Jammu and Kashmir continue to suffer incarceration, torture and systemic repression under the Indian occupation. Referring to last year's war between India and Pakistan, he said Pakistan successfully defended itself against aggression and prevailed militarily, diplomatically and in the realm of global narratives, with the international acknowledgement of the outcome emerging from major world capitals. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the occupation troops have launched a coordinated search operation in Baramulla district. According to Kashmir Media Service, the area has been sealed off and search operation has triggered tension in the area. Ukraine and Russia concluded a second day of US-mediated talks in Geneva today without a breakthrough. Delegates of Russia and Ukraine have termed the talks difficult. However, the American envoy Steve Witkoff has expressed optimism over the talks. And now cricket. Pakistan qualified for the Super 8 stage of the ICC T20 World Cup, beating Namibia by 102 runs in Colombo today. Batting first, Pakistan scored 199 runs for the loss of 3 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Sahibzada Farhan scored an unbeaten century for Pakistan. In reply, Namibia were all out for 97 runs in 17.3 overs. Usman Tariq took 4 wickets, while Shadab Khan captured 3 wickets for Pakistan. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold conditions are likely in upper parts during the next 12 hours. However, partly cloudy weather with isolated light rain, wind and thunderstorm is expected in districts of eastern Punjab. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.